we're going to Occupy Wall Street. Why do you occupy?
I occupy because the bailouts were exposure of the corrupt nature of the U.S. political system, that there is a nexus of financial, military power in this country, and that there's a nexus between financial and political power, and that's what we all need to expose, we need to work on. And so the Occupy movement is an amazing movement because it's broad and it's a lot of people.
Why do you occupy?
To draw attention to the disparities in income and change the public discourse.
And where are you from?
Guilford, New Hampshire.
Are they just here constantly?
Cookies, butter cookies, chocolate chip.
Yeah, constantly.
And why do you occupy?
I'm occupying because I feel as though we need equality. You know, we need better health care for everyone. We need the jobs to stay here and not going abroad. We need the token tax is enforced. You know, tax the rich. I believe in progressive tax.
Why do you support Occupy Wall Street?
Well, I've covered wars since Vietnam, and it's always been, you know, like the American beast that's behind it, whether it's Nicaragua or Jalalabad where I now live. And now, finally, they're confronting the beast in its own lair. And that's fucking good. You know, I never thought this would happen. That, you know, there's this monster that's caused probably all the conflicts that I've documented in my life. And finally, this is where it lives. And people are taking on in its own backyard. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Why do you occupy?
I'm here because I have 5 grandchildren and I want things to get better in this country so they have a brighter future, because right now the only job prospect my grandson has is to join the military, and I kind of want him alive. I'm selfish that way.
Live from Wall Street. This is Dan and Ben checking in from the front lines. We have not been beaten by any cops yet. Nope, no arrests have been made. Why do you occupy?
Because there's a nexus of wealth and power in this country that's undermining the democratic ideals.
So I work with the sustainability working group here at Occupy Wall Street, and you know, we've done a lot on making our efforts actually at Cody Park more sustainable, but we've worked on expanding education and are continually, since the eviction, looking at ways to get out into the community in New York on making connections on how people can look at like what they're talking about right now, occupying the food system, finding ways to create more resilient communities and being more empowered and how to be more self-sufficient, like harvesting with rainwater, growing our own food, you know, not being reliant on fossil fuels for energy and transportation. So really building community, and it's all about really relocalizing and decentralizing, like what we're doing here, which is a barter market, which doesn't involve currency. It's completely trade and exchange. So really showing people lots of simple ways that they can not be reliant on the system and bring more joy into their lives, creating community around them.
Where are you from?
I grew up on Long Island, but I live in Brooklyn.
And why do you occupy?
I occupy honestly because I've been waiting for something like this to happen, and I think I lived out 8 years of frustration during the Bush administration, feeling kind of impotent that we were not, you know, voicing our dissent.
I am here to help save my country from corporate power.
How do you think occupying is going to help that?
We're raising awareness to the fact that corporate powers run our country.
It's a good thing that's going on, and I honestly very much hate the 1%, so...
Why do you occupy?
I'm here because I fully support the Occupy movement. I'm one of the 99%, just like everyone else around here is. And we're tired of the 1% dominating our lives, exploiting us, and exploiting our country, the water, the air, and the land.
I came here the September 17th, but I missed the first hour. So I've been here from the beginning.
And where are you from originally?
This neighborhood. I'm a resident.
And why do you occupy?
Well, because America needs to be occupied. We have wars, we're vitamin-fed Americans bombing malnourished children abroad. We don't feed ourselves, we have income inequality, and we have a society that looks terrible.
How long has you been here?
Well, I've been coming for every day after 2 weeks of the beginning of it. And I've been coming every day cleaning, bringing hot tea and coffee, and learning about all the myriad of issues that brought people here to this park. One thing I was very impressed by was the fact that I went up to one of the guys here at the think tanks, the guy that looked very educated, very clean cut, very well to do. And I said to him, what do you feel about the people here who are doing drugs or drinking alcohol? And I was really impressed by his response. He said they have a right to be here, and maybe if society was a little bit more balanced, they wouldn't need to be in the condition they're in. So I really respected him for that. He wasn't judgmental, he wasn't tearing them down. But there are many reasons that I'm here, and the main reason is for the 100%, which includes the 1%, and that is that I'm very concerned about Mother Earth, which is our boat of survival, and it's being destroyed. And whether you're on one end of the boat as the 1% and on the other end as the 99%, when our boat is destroyed, we all go down, just like the Titanic. So I would like to join with the 1%, at least on that concept, and work to stop fracking, stop running pipelines through where it shouldn't be, and just concentrate on that.
I've been here every Saturday at 2 o'clock for the last 4 or 5 weeks.
And where are you from?
I'm from Chinatown, right over there.
And why do you occupy?
Why do I occupy? Why everybody else is here. Because we're all fed up. Can't take this anymore. And now we have so many more people who have experienced such a terrible time. Now they're beginning to understand what a lot of people in Chinatown and other people in other ethnic communities have experienced for decades. You know, I can buy lunch in Chinatown for $2.25 now. When I first came here 3 decades ago, I could buy lunch for $2.50. That's, you know, for the economy in Chinatown to be like that, you know how much those people have to be hurting because they have to sell food so cheap in order to make something? So people of color have been suffering for many, you know, decades, many decades. And we want to join. We want to show that we support this. We understand what's happening here, and we don't want this to continue for us and for anybody else.
Where are you from?
I live in Williston, Vermont. I teach at St. Michael's College.
And why do you occupy?
Before I die, I'd like to live in a democracy.
Fear creates separation.
Fear creates separation.